Alright, so, number one, what are your interests in aviation?
Well, my interest in aviation. So, like, what am I interested in aviation? Like, what interests me about aviation, or mean something else?
Yes, the first option.
So, the thing that interests me in aviation is really just everything. I think it's awesome how we have this entire. First off, like flight simulation wise, the community is awesome. How you're able to simulate all this from God just from your screen. You know, just get a PC and then get a monitor. You're able to simulate all this. I think it's awesome. The thing that simulates, or sorry, the thing that interests me about aviation is just man, the feeling you get in the air. I've flown in real life many times before. I was like, it never gets old. Just getting that air, getting your wings off the ground, man. It is crazy. Especially when you have your first ever departure in real life. Like, man, it is crazy. Well, a week ago, I had a beautiful departure in a Cessna 310. Man, I got jolted back. It's all, for me. I find cockpits very fascinating. You know, there's so many button switches, so many things to do in it. I think it's just awesome that you're flying the thing, like you are in the air. It's awesome. It's just cool because like you're talking to other, like for example on CTAF, you're able to talk to other pilots, and then there's also air traffic controllers. You know, it's an awesome kind of environment. I think it's so cool. I think aviation is just an awesome first off community. And then also another thing that really interests me about aviation is the places you get to go to. So for example, like you have to go to St. Martin, man, Maho Beach. It is truly crazy. I would love to go there. In IRL, maybe one day. You know, I'm planning to become a Delta pilot. Hopefully find the A350 one day, but who knows, man? There'll be new Airbuses, new Boeing, maybe the Boeing 797 someday. I can't wait for the future of aviation, the future of Boeing. I'm very interested, first off, in Boeing. It's my favorite kind of how should I say this?
Manufacturer.
Yeah, airliner manufacturer. So I can't wait to see the future aviation, and I think it's awesome that we're gonna have so many new faces. Like, there's so many young people that are getting into aviation, like me. I got in around 4 years ago. Like you, for example, you're very young. You're still getting into aviation. I think it's awesome, and it's really cool. I hope you're able to become a pilot one day. And then something that I think is really cool for me personally as a flight sim streamer slash YouTuber, I think it's awesome. I'm able to I cannot speak. I'm able to motivate people to first off uh, to fly on VATSIM for the first time, get those wings off the ground. I mean, I think it's just awesome that I'm able to motivate people. I mean, man, I started 6 months ago, and you're very new to this kind of to a flight simulation, I believe, right?
No, so the fun thing is I've actually, well, I'm new to flight simulation, but I'm not new to flying planes. Because when I got my interest when I was like 3 or 5, and I got my first model aircraft because my mom got a job back from, well, not back, but she got transferred from Northwest from the molds to Delta. So she got like a Delta 747 400 model, and I got that as my first one of my first presents for my birthdays. And ever since then, I've enjoyed, like, I still have that toy today, and it's one of my favorite toys.
That's truly awesome, man. Continuing on from where I am, I am, averaging around 20 viewers in my streams now, which is honestly like it's crazy, hitting new heights, and I can't believe it, man. It's just awesome. Banana Bus, real ones will know. It's just it's honestly it's awesome. You know what we've been able to do with the channel. So yeah, I mean that's really what interests me in aviation in general.
Alright. Do you ever feel like you would be a VATSIM air traffic controller?
So I was originally planning on becoming one. So I started in the Atlanta ARTCC. I was starting the training. I got probably like 70% through it, but then I really realized what am I interested in, and I really realized like, around that time I also got into streaming, and I was like I don't really want to stream air traffic controlling, and I'm not as interested in that. I just want to fly. I want to fly on a network. I want to obviously become a pilot in real life, and I think I'm gonna get the most experience from flying in real life. Or sorry, flying in on VATSIM, as a pilot, and not in air traffic controller. So I don't plan on becoming a VATSIM air traffic controller for the time being. I think I might pick it back up eventually. At least for now, though. I'm planning on continuing my almost like pilot ways. Like probably gonna stick with it for now. You get what I mean? That's just yeah.
Yes. Um, fun fact time, just to give a little bit of a break. Did you know that 20% of the pilots that are in the real world all start off on VATSIM?
I did not know that. That's actually really cool. Are you serious? That is honestly awesome. I mean, I've got to say, VATSIM is an amazing network. I mean, VATSIM's going to give you so much knowledge, so much experience in the aviation field. Man, after, a year of VATSIM, I've become pretty proficient in it. And, I've actually talked to real air traffic controller, real life, right? And they even compliment because obviously I'm so young, and they're impressed that I know all that. So I think it's really cool, like all the compliments that I personally get. And yeah, man, VATSIM is it's amazing. So if you guys are interested in VATSIM, please check it out. Please, it is honestly an amazing community. First off, it's changed my life personally. It truly has. I don't know where I'd be right now if I'm VATSIM. So yeah.
So, the next question that I personally have is, what would make you want to set goals, like face reveal goals and, stuff like that on your channel? What, or like, what series would you like to have? Like, what are your plans for your channel?
My plans for the future, like when I would do a face reveal, or what exactly are you asking?
Like the plans of the channel, like what upload type of uploads are you trying to figure out for the future? What type of things do you want to have and not want to have? What's your plan for the channel?
Mm, Well, the plan for the future of the channel. So I do plan on continue to make videos. The kind of format I'm making them. So very cinematic, immersive. I don't really speak in my videos, but obviously on live streams I'm always speaking. Try to stay active with my viewers. And I mean, my goal is to build, and I've always been saying this on stream, on and off stream. I want to build a bigger and better community each and every day. That's why I have this Discord community, which I've grown to over 170 members, which is actually phenomenal. I can't thank I can't thank you guys enough. It just feels like good that we've been able to build a community to these kinds of heights. So yeah, and the future of this channel, do I plan on doing a face reveal? I don't know. I don't know. So there's like a lot of people show their face, others don't show their face. I might be in that kind of group where I just don't want to show my face. I'm not sure yet. Okay, we will see. We will see.
The next question, which pretty obvious, is what is your age?
I am 14.
Alright, that was easy to answer. I already know that. Um, Next one. Would you inspire people to, if they don't like get a good understanding of Atom, would you like try to help them understand more and stuff like that?
And I've been doing this for a while actually. So the number one thing is gaining experience in the field. How do you gain experience? A lot of people ask, like, how can I learn how to fly fast? And how like they're always asking me, how can I like learn to fly in VATSIM? And it's actually very very simple. If you want to fly in VATSIM, simply go live. Wow, I can't speak. LiveATC.net, which is an amazing kind of uh, app. And LiveATC, you can just listen to any air traffic control in the world. I like listening to American air traffic control, but obviously if you're like European, then you can listen to European air traffic control. So I usually listen to Atlanta Tower because I'm from Atlanta personally. So Atlanta Tower, approach departure. I listen to it on my free time, even though I am very proficient now in the VATSIM field. I think it's always helpful to just listen to what other pilots are saying, pick up on some things, get rid of some things for like brevity and all that jazz. So you can always learn from pilots, always. And then another thing is going on observer mode. Observer mode on VATSIM is another way to kind of pick up on the ways and like flows, like how VATSIM works. Kind of, you can monitor ground, tower, listen to the ATIS, get the departure, arrival, center, all of that on observer mode, and listen to other pilots on the network. I mean, I recommend Live VTC more, but observer mode also works. And the reason I say I prefer Live VTC is because there's obviously some people don't really know what they're doing on VATSIM. It happens pretty often. So yeah,
Banana bus, for example.
that was interesting. Anyways, but then my last thing I'd say is watching videos, like watching tutorials. I started out actually not watching IVTC, which I mean I wish I did, but I watched tutorials at first. Like first off, how to get my IFR clearance, which is really easy. There's a lot of ways. Like first off, ran down, getting what?
Craft
Uh,
clearance. Wow,
yeah,
craft
So
acronym.
yeah, what I do is I write down. So I do a route, climb, expect flight level, and then departure, and then squawk. So I had that all down, and then when they give it to me, so basically, obviously sometimes they're gonna give PDCs, but when they don't give PDCs, the route, we're on the Rockstar for departure. Climb initially 050, expect flight level 360 minutes after departure frequencies on 128.12, for example, and it's clock 5664. I mean, you have it all noted down and it's easy. So that's kind of how I remember things on VATSIM. And then, yeah, I just suggest watching tutorials, Live VTC, and just do a little recap.
If you were to quit your job today, what would be the number one message you would say to all your viewers?
Um. Oh, by the way, your mic's very broken.
Oh, I said, if you were to quit your job today, what would be your message to your viewers, and why would what would you think the reactions would be?
If I was to quit YouTube, I would say. So, if I was to quit YouTube, which I would probably not do. The only circumstance that I would ever do that is maybe college. Not being able to stream in college. I don't know, but we'll see. But if I did for some reason have to stop, I give it very honest reason. Like I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't plan on stopping streaming ever. But if I had to, at the end of the day, I am number one focused on becoming a pilot. That's what school and becoming a pilot, and becoming a pilot goes along with school. So if I don't stream, it's because I'm prioritizing school. If I don't stream, I'm prioritizing my health. But if I ever stop streaming, which I really hope would never happen, I'd give a very honest briefing of why it happened, why it had to happen. I'm never gonna stop just randomly for no reason. In the end.
Alright, so if you let's actually do a different, if not an if question, because I'm done way too many of those. What would you do? I'm going to use if again, dang it. What would you do if um a Microsoft 2025 Flight Simulator came out?
I mean, it won't, but I'd buy it. I'd buy it, I'd stream it, and probably have fun with it. Not much more to it.
Will you ever fly X-Plane on your channel?
Most likely no, until X-Plane 13 comes out or something like that. because first off, I have no interest in it. The only thing I do use it for sometimes, and I still have it installed. I just only use it when I'm trying to simulate stuff. So I learn things ground school. I take two ground schools at the moment, one online, which is sporties, and then a second one in person, which I'm not going to disclose at the moment. Um, but yeah, I take two ground schools, and whatever I learn from those ground schools, I apply to my um, flight simulation. I don't use Microsoft Flight Simulator for it because the physics just aren't as good. So when I'm doing when I'm trying to actually simulate something like spins, all that jazz, which doesn't really work too well in 2020, even 2024. I use X-Plane, and that's the only other time I really use it. So when X-Plane 13 comes out, yeah, I kind of jump on the hype train, use it for maybe a week, but then probably hop off of it. We'll see. I mean, unless it's like good, better than 2024, we'll see. But for now, I plan on sticking with 2020.
What are your thoughts of 2024 and the release of it?
I mean, really negative thoughts. I mean, I haven't had the best experience with it. I'll say it's not a terrible simulator, and I hate when people say it's a terrible simulator. I'm gonna be honest, it's not the best. It wasn't the best release. It could have been better, but it's not like the worst. Okay, it's. I want to say like 2020 is more usable at the moment, right? But especially when they fix all the glitches with PNG, iFly, when that works with the simulator. I mean, hell, I'll probably never go back to 2020. At the meantime, I'm still getting like shorts out for 2020 and occasionally 2024. But the reason I do 2020 shorts still is because there's just so many more planes that I can do it for, like the iFly, the PNG, 777 and 707. Like, there's all that, and that's kind of why I have been, been doing shorts for 2020, but then doing streams for 2024.
Alright. We're getting to the last three questions here since it's kind of getting late for us, I guess, so to speak. Um, Last number three question. Why do you think, well, no, I won't say that one for a different time. If you had a one in a lifetime chance to have a one wish, what would it be?
Say that again.
If you had a chance to make one wish, what would it be?
One wish for the world.
One
Um.
wish for your viewers.
Oh. Follow your dreams. I mean, hell, don't get demotivated because of something. I'm gonna become a pilot. I'm never giving up on that dream, unless I find something that interests me more. I'm in it for the long run, and I say follow your dreams until you make it. Because at the end of the day, like my ultimate wish is just the best for my viewers, the best for me, the best for just everyone. No one deserves. Uh, well, some people do, but most people, I mean, don't deserve what they get. They get a bad hand. They're dealt a bad hand, right? With life. Um, and I'd say just don't let it knock you down. So I'd say my real wish is just for everyone to keep going and don't let a bad hand just knock you down.
Last two questions. What would you say if someone were to hack your channel? What would happen at that point of time? What would run through your head?
Well, first thing I'd do is I would there's two things I do. I'd either tell my Discord that we're hacked, or maybe both at the same time. I'm not sure. Or I would try to recover it by contacting YouTube support, but most likely it won't happen because I do have two-factor enabled, which is helpful.
So, if you, this is the last question, by the way, before I end this here. Um, if you had a chance to fix the cruelty or any disease in this world, what disease or or bad things would you fix? It can be
Cancer.
anything bad.
Yeah, cancer. Cancer. That's it. Because a lot of my family members that runs in the blood almost. So cancer is really bad for me, especially. And I know a lot of people have lost family members from it. So I'd say cancer.
Okay. Personally, that's something I would choose because my dad has two cancers right now. But
Oh, really?
yeah,
That's yeah. I mean, cancer sucks. It's not.
he's
Yeah.
basically walking on a thin line. He has so he has multiple sclerosis. That's his disease, not cancer. But you know what that is?
I do not.
It's short for MS. Yo, let me screen share. Yo, I want to end the recording here real quick though.